Alright, so today's video we're watching a Gold 4 tank on PC, playing some Sigma, Mauga, and Ramattra. Quite a hero pool on Blizzard World. They say, been playing since Season 1 of Overwatch 2 on console, where I was plat and quit at around Season 4. Came back at Season 8, now on PC, and have been hard-stuck gold tank for the past few seasons. I don't feel like I'm a particularly bad player, but oftentimes I feel like games can be out of my control. In this game, I played mostly Sigma and Mauga, but I have a wide experience on other tanks who will play given a good matchup/map. We ended up winning the game due to a C9. Okay, they'll let us know. But we definitely would have lost otherwise. I would love any feedback on how I can rank up, because I'm really passionate about the game and really want to push my gameplay to its limits. All right, fair enough. I respect that. Little side note on this one. You do mention, like, at times you feel like the game's out of your control. I will say, unless there's a Widow popping off, tank has become that role as of right now after the mid-season patch. Like, you're gonna be the one that a lot of players are like hoping are gonna pop off, because tank's very strong right now. So not that it's guaranteed, but we'll see. Yeah, subscribe to the YouTube if you haven't. Like the video, all that stuff helps. Big Ben, thanks for the 10 months of channel. Thank you, appreciate it. Thanks. 10 months.
It's crazy that it's been nearly a year. Time sure flies when you are having fun.
Oh, yeah. I don't mind the Ramattra. Remember, you have a little bit more damage now on your punches and a little bit more armor, so Nemesis form is much stronger. Vortex was good. So far, so good. A lot happening here that I don't know how to explain. Okay. Settle down for a second. Slow down. Stop. Just get healed. Thank you. Okay, you're good. You can go. Remember, using cover is okay. You can use cover for a second to help your supports. So that's why I wanted to see you do it. Hide. 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 Okay. Side note. Chat, it's 3 seconds on Mauga's cardiac overdrive now. Just hide for the 3 seconds. I'm telling you right now, Mauga will fall over if you can wait that long. It is worth it. Because, like, after that, they're just dead. They're going to fall over. They're done. Or if they're purple. That helps, too. I don't mind the ult. Just remember, I got to say, one thing I want to see adjusted one day, and it happens to be in Ramattra, I feel like your ultimate's just stuck there. It felt like it was connected, but then, like, there's this time in where the game doesn't recognize that, like, it connected, and you just lose your ultimate. And that can be frustrating, right? Like, it happens a lot. You'll be making this play, and then that happens, and you're like, come on, seriously? Like, you clearly are doing the damage, you hear the sound, and then it just goes away. Good job. Remember, you do more damage on your Nemesis form now. This is the correct play. Good job. So far, so good outside of using a little bit of cover on first and the cardiac overdrive. Just remember, you can really outplay Mauga's cooldowns now more than you ever have. So. Wait. Perfect. Now we're waiting. I don't know what we're waiting on, but we're waiting. Wonderful. I mean, I'm fine with it. It's just like, you know what? Maybe it's just me, but is like Second Point Blizzard World one of the tougher maps to figure out what you want to do on Second Point? And what I mean by that is, like, a lot of maps kind of like you have an understanding of what you want to do after you cap a point. Sometimes you can just be pushing the card, etc. But like, it feels like on Blizzard World, you want to do so much, but you can't. You just get like stuck. You're just like, I don't know where I can go high ground into a small choke. That isn't gonna work. I can go all the way right side. They'll know if we go right side, unless their monitors are off, because it's a 5-hour journey there. So sometimes when you stand still around that, I kind of go like, what are you doing there? At the same time, I'm like, I probably do the same thing. Like, I don't, dude, this map, Second Point at Blizzard World, I absolutely hate it. Icon Wall makes a bit more sense, in my opinion. But that's because the high ground is so high that, like, they have to overpeak the high ground. But that one has the same issue when you have to try to do the rotation. I can agree with that. Umbrella Corp Dog. Thank you for the picture, man. Thank you. Thank you. Tough. Good idea there. I think you dropped your ultimate after. That's the correct play. Little side note, for anybody who doesn't know this, you can cancel your Ramatra ultimate. So if like you see a point where like your ult's gonna get no value, there's no reason not to just hit your Nemesis button again, and then just start shooting at people to get your ult charge up again. Just a side note. I saw you do that. That was the correct play. I'm gonna play corners. We're so good though. I watch this and I don't really like. You've been playing fairly well, is where I'm at, which is good to see, right? Tanks are also in a better spot now, so you're gonna be able to have more opportunity to play well, which is nice. Like right now, you should be at a Nemesis. It's an example of that. Yep. Okay, so what I want you to do now is I want you to try something here. I want you to look at what they have. I'm going to give you 2 things to do. And now, some people might agree or disagree, but oh, never mind, you're on Mauga. I was going to have you just shoot the Torp turret and then just, like, grind down the armor on Mauga consistently and then watch it happen. Mauga will fall over. Okay, here we go. That's correct. Get the Torp turret. Nice job. Now wait. Middle of the open. Positioning. Positioning. I want to point out, your position is what's going to get you killed here. Your position is what's going to get... Listen. Okay. I want you to see your position. Look at this. You see this. This is what they see. Now, if you were on the other team and you saw Mauga doing this, would you be like, oh boy, what a great play by them? This is where you go, what in the world is that Mauga doing? And that's why I wanted to show you this point of view so you can have a better understanding of what you're doing wrong here. I mean, look where you're at. This is what they're seeing. Why is this your positioning? Why are you in the middle of the open? Because if you have to go to cover, look how far away you are from any of that cover. Now, maybe your supports keep you alive. You have nano. They might nano you. They might, you know, window you. You're going to survive. But why make your teammates have to use those abilities when you're playing like this? And this right here is why I always talk about positioning, because I'm showing you the point of view of how it looks. That's bad positioning. Now, let's see what your reaction is next and what your teammates do. Because I don't know if they'll do this, but I wouldn't doubt if they use an ult on you. We'll see. Never mind. They couldn't. That right there, not your teammate's fault. Yes, could they have windowed you? Could they have nanoed you? But I feel like your supports want to be able to use it for you when it's the right time. And you standing in the middle of the open, having bad position, and then doing that, that's on you. I haven't done that yet. I'm making a video on map stuff yet. But maybe one day. Yep. I do the same thing on Mauga. I have nothing to say on that one. That happens. Correct reaction. I don't mind your reaction right there. I'm going to be honest with you. I think that's the correct play there. You forced out an ultimate by them. I think that was fine. Good reaction by their Mauga. Like, your teammates committed ultimates to you there, but, like, you forced out an ultimate in, like, return. So I think I'm okay with that. You know? Went in without cardiac though. Yeah, I mean, you could argue that, but like at the same time, you gotta remember that you do have damage reduction when you're nanoed. And with tanks being a little bit better right now, like I'd rather see you force out an ultimate than just stand there and do nothing. I don't know. That's how I would play it, just because it's being proactive. It's not always gonna work. You have your ult now. Wait that out. You gotta use your ult soon as cover. So you don't have your. I mean, you listened. When I said cover, I also wanted people in it, but we'll take it. Wait, stop just standing in like the direct center right now. You were so close not getting the point. Holy crap. Also, isn't Mauga versus Mauga a treat? I think you get this point, right? Nice. Yeah, isn't it a treat, Mauga versus Mauga? On Mauga, when do you shoot with regular bullets or fire bullets? Set them on fire, right click to get crits. You can shoot them anywhere. That's it. That's really all it is. Left click when they're on fire. This also includes Ash Dynamite, so if your teammate does Ash Dynamite them, you just right click and you get guaranteed crits. That's it. So right there, you would right click. When you're mid-range or like they're in a spot, you can hold both buttons down. Yep. Even against mob is good. I agree. Because cardiac overdrive is 3 seconds now, and defense matrix is 3.5. You'll be able to outplay it if you do it right. The whole time. Uh-oh. Wait, doesn't Ana Grenade and Mauga, though, like... You can have increased healing past 100%, right? So, like, does that increase the lifesteal, too? It should. Okay. Yeah, your ult timings are off here, by the way. I want to point that out. One of the major issues you had right there is that you went for an ult timing, and, like, you didn't have cooldowns. So, like, you got to pay attention to that. If you don't pay attention to your cooldowns and that happens, you're going to get rolled. So just be careful of that. That was clearly on... That was the issue. Get Brock? Uh-oh. I do like Sigma here, though. Sigma I like. Remember, your aim is projectile. Don't hit scan him. Projectile. Which means lead your shots if you need to. You're doing the I'm everywhere on the maps thing right now. Be careful of this. You're doing like the... okay, one target, please. No, okay. So you were doing the let's spin around in circle strategy the whole time while doing absolutely nothing strat, and that's what just happened. So whenever this happens and you feel like you're doing this like spin around and do nothing strategy, I have this sometimes, just settle for a second. Just settle for a second. Slow down. Look for one target. Commit to that target. You're going to be better off getting in a limb than trying to like spread damage out a little bit, like especially in a 2v5. Probably going to lose that anyway, but you didn't give yourself a good opportunity, is what I'm saying. So just try to slow that down just a little bit, okay? I don't mind you starting off at what rank is it? I think it was gold. I can't remember actually. Patience here. Projectile aim. Cooldown usage correctly. Ready? If they have cardiac overdrive, use your E. I'm gonna show you something that you did right there. I want to see what happens. Okay, you're lucky you won this team fight. I'm gonna explain why. I think you can still learn from a lost team fight on why, like, you can learn from you can learn from one team fight. You just used your eat in front of a Bastion who's going to have turret form and a Mauga who can cardiac overdrive you. So I want you to focus on what you think would be the best usage of your eat. It would be against turret form Bastion or Mauga cardiac overdrive, or if you get lucky, both, right? So you lost this team fight here, but if you have cooldown usage like that consistently, you're probably going to lose because sometimes they're going to force your eat out, but that was like an unforced eat. Does that make sense? Like they didn't like really do anything like particular to you there. You just use that eat. Now, you won the team fight, but there's a chance that if you do that again, you're going to lose the team fight. And we're going to pay attention to that because that could be an important part as where you lose at on this point if you do that. So, yep. Let's take them out. Good job getting aggressive. I'll rank gold. That's all he's just down over there chilling. Nice. Playing close is fine here for now. Be wary of playing too close here. This map can trick you into believing that like you want to hold his choke the whole time, and then you just lose. It's mainly because like if you play too far up, you lose a lot of like your good cover, so you're using more cover that works in their favor. I know a lot of players in some ranks need to hold here, which it's okay. Just more about your timings, right? Good ultimate, nice. Every rank will play differently. Shield usage, there it is, there it is, there it is. Why? There it is. And there we go. Perfect. It happened. See that? See what happened right there? What happened? You use your eat for no reason, and when you needed it, that's what happened. That was it's your cooldown usage. You see that? That's exactly why you lost that team fight right there, was because you decided to use your Sigma eat for absolutely zero reason while going to like a cover spot that was already like really close. And then when you needed your eat against their major cooldowns, which was both their Torb turret, I mean, they're the Torb turret, their Bastion turret form, and then also a Mauga Cardiac Overdrive, you didn't have it, and they rolled you down and grinded you down, and your supports tried everything they could do to keep you up, and they couldn't. So remember, position actually ended up being okay. It was a little bit rough at times, but your cooldown usage, and it's very simple. Like, a lot of these things are very fixable. It's always good when, like, we watch your game, and I'm more concerned about, like, your position and then, like, your cooldown usage, because that stuff is so easily fixable that it's, like, one of the easier things to fix, because you start to understand, like, just good rotation. All right. Remember range, that shield's doing nothing for you. Don't do shields like that. What is that shield doing? You're not saving anybody from anything. Like, your shield, like, just, this is your time to give your shield opportunity to, like, get up to, like, 700 again, or whatever the shield's at. Am I right on 700? Nope, nope, no, no. That's where you're gonna use your eat. Or you use your shield. If you have cover, you can also use your shield, like, let me also kind of point something out here, right? So dictate your teammates' positioning, right? So if you're going, well, oh, but they killed my BAP. Yeah, but like, that's also because your positioning is kind of where they're basing their position off of. So sometimes, like, as a tank player, if you have good positioning, your teammates also do too. And when you have bad positioning, your teammates also have bad positioning because they feel obligated to play where you're playing, right? Because you have a shield. So remember that your bad position in there and your bad usage of cooldowns leads to, like, results like this. Now, you could argue that your BAP should be in a better spot, and I can agree. But, like, at the same time, if your cooldown rotation was fine, this never happens. But you were, like, constantly popping your shield, using your eat a little bit too early, etc. And that's where, like, you're making a lot of your major mistakes. So. Yep. And then when you need your cooldowns, you still don't have them. All right, you got to hold for 4 minutes. We know you do, but. Remember, now I want to once again talk about positioning. To the corner behind you, to your right, to your right, to your right a little bit more. Play the angle, play the angle. Don't turn, don't turn. Now keep in mind, when I'm saying don't turn, I'm referencing don't turn your back from them. You can still make a play on them. Use your shield the other way. Like, use your shield the opposite way that you use it, and you're in a better spot. How was Sigma into Mauga? Okay now, because you have the... I think Sigma's a little bit better into Mauga now because, like, you only have to worry about Cardiac Overdrive for 3 seconds. Before it was 5 seconds. But once again, like, Sigma's cooldown rotations can go really well into that. At least in my opinion. Nice pick. What rank is this? Gold. Remember, cover is your friend. Important. Cover. This is cover. This is considered good positioning. Once to your left, you're good. We're watching a gold player. Rank game. Feedback, spectating. It's almost done. They've been... I'll take this, by the way. The corner, this is good. See how you have this cover to kind of, like, settle down for a second? This is why position is so important. Cardiac Overdrive now. 3, 2, 1. Cardiac Overdrive in. You have an advantage. Go. Yep, you win that. Nice. This is fine. I actually kind of like you going for the Genji, even though you could look elsewhere. It's just because, like... Right, just remember to settle a bit there. Just settle a bit. It will go well. Also, I do want to show you here. Have you noticed that the more that you've been using cover, you're seeing a lot more success? I do want to point that out when it's happening. You're seeing a lot more success right now when you're playing cover. So just remember that. This is a good example of, like, really good cover and what that cover can do for you. Who's your out? I'm fine with that, even if you get nobody in it. You got one in it. You have to be a little bit more risk-reward in the situation of, like, using your ults. Plus, your teammates have no ultimates. That a guaranteed team fight win gives you some more ultimates next team fight, which is perfect, right? You want to have that. I'm glad to hear that, Audrey. Let's go. Wait for it. Yep. Now you can cardiac overdrive after that Bastion turret comes on, just to be safe. Or you can kill the Bastion. That works out too. You have Torbolt, they can Torbolt that if they wanted to. Good save by your Zen. This is a lot of stuff happening on my screen. This is something. Holy crap, this is a treat, isn't it? But you can cardiac overdrive if you need to. Trade. Bastion's the correct target there. I agree with that. Remember, you are down your... I would have, you know what? I don't know, maybe I would have just, like... Wouldn't it have been a better play to just, like, charge into Genji and kill him? I mean, maybe not, but, like, I feel like you could have had him there. Yo. So, it's funny because you had the opportunity to use your charge in a good spot against the Genji when you're in that spot. You didn't do it. And then when you have no cooldowns, your reaction is to charge into a Bastion. Stick to good cover usage there, and you're going to be in a good spot. You strayed away from good cover, you got rolled. Just to kind of showcase what happened there, all right? I think their plan was to cage him all off a point. I would not make that the plan there. The cage is too good to try to make it be a get him off point thing. Nice target focus. Good job. Yeah, you can do this as shield sense. Back up to the health pack. Health pack awareness. Health pack awareness. Nice. You got it. I mean, you did say that was going to happen. One thing I will say is you did say you felt like you won. Like, you felt like you won because, like, no. You would have won that. That was not because of that. You had that win. You were fine. Maybe they get you here, but I think you're fine. I think you win that. With that being said, I think your number one issue is just your positioning. That's it. Actually, sorry. It's two things. It's your positioning and your cooldown usage, okay? So just to reiterate here, your cooldown usage is off. You need to get better at that. Rotate it better. Understand why you're using a cooldown. I gave examples of, like, Sigma Eat against, like, the Bastion and the Mauga. And then also play cover. You saw success with playing cover. If you need an example to go off of, look at third point where you played that corner near the health pack. The cover led to a lot of really, really good plays by you. And then when you strayed away from that cover, you got rolled. So think about the example on second point where you had bad positioning. Think about that one. That's the first step. And then think about where you had good positioning and the results you saw on both sides of the coin of that, right? It worked out well. So that's it. Position and cooldown usage, you'll see climbing. Mechanics come with time. Try to settle a little bit when you're getting into, like, that, some of the aiming, but, like, that comes with time. So I think you got this. I think you can easily climb. You just got to really focus on what we talked about here. If you like this video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to all three YouTubes if you haven't, leave a comment. All of that will help. We also, if you want to submit your own spectating, look in the description below. You'll see my Discord. That's where you do that. We also record these live on stream. You can see the Twitch app below the webcam. We have a lot of fun. Stop by if you haven't. And with that being said, I hope you have an amazing day /night.